was getting questionable at the beginning of the school year when we were faced with 2 tornadoes, an earthquake, a hurricane, and the October snowpocalypse. The only thing that prevents us from graduating today is a volcanic eruption from Mount Tom. After our first semester, many of us fell ill to a disease known as senioritis. And what we learned from senioritis is that if you stop trying, life will go downhill remarkably fast. Longmeadow High School has fostered the will for us to grow both socially and intellectually. Whether we end up next year going to college or serving our country or community, we have been given the backbone to work hard. Although our school was rigorous, we were still given the freedom to express our opinions and concerns. Our classmates held many different points of view, and hearing and debating them allowed us to learn more about the world and how to better it. Our administrators always expected the most from us, and their hard work has encouraged us to be part of a morally productive society. Like teachers, don't you think you could have given us a little bit of a break sometime? I mean, the only time we got off from a few blocks of classes in our senior year, but we had to have our parents sign a permission slip and donate 2 pints of blood together. Having our parents sign for things will soon be a part of our past, along with some other touchy subjects like curfews, being punished, homework, and cleaning our rooms. We will all miss these things very much. Not. So it is time for us to enter the real world, voluntarily go to the dentist, get jobs, and pay our own speeding tickets. Parents, you can keep control of that last one if you want. When did we get to this point? And how could this have happened? Elementary school doesn't feel so long ago. By the end of elementary school, we thought we were the kings of the jungle. We knew everything. We were the best writers, the best dancers, and the best soccer players. And then we went on to middle school and we were brought back down to reality. We got lost in the halls, and 6th graders were not allowed to sit in the back of the bus. By the time we reached 8th grade, we were the big shots again. But that lasted for only a second, because soon we entered high school as freshmen. Upperclassmen, never let us forget our freshman status. And now that we are graduating seniors, we feel like we are at the top of the world again. But next year, we will be the young and inexperienced ones once again. Will we end up getting knocked down? Maybe. One's path to success is relative, but their ambition to succeed is absolute. The surest way to good success is with the will to begin. So world, bring it on. There is a story about a father and son walking on a beach. The tide had washed in thousands of starfish. The young boy was compelled to gently toss as many starfish as possible back into the ocean. The father looked puzzled and said, "I must ask, why do you keep throwing these starfish back into the water?" To this, the boy replied, "The sun is up and the tide is going up. If I don't throw them back in, they'll die." Upon hearing this, the father said, "But don't you see? There are thousands of starfish lying on this beach. You can't possibly make a difference." The boy listened politely. Then he bent down and picked up another starfish. He threw it back into the breaking waves of the ocean and said, "It made a difference for that one." Each of you sitting here today has learned that our actions and words have a greater impact than we could ever know. When we enter the real world, remember that success on its own is what can make us rich. But success with compassion makes us worthy. Our class of 2012 has energy. We had many successful in and out of school activities that we will look back on and feel great about. Our class has integrity. So many of our fellow students worked on different charitable events to help others. And our class is united. We will leave our school knowing how lucky we are to have had such a strong support system within each other. The memories we created were built to last a lifetime. Now, although we just miss being a part of the new high school, it seems fitting for us. The class of 2012 has an old soul to it, and we are proud to be the last class to roam its halls with style. We will always feel our loss when our classmate and dear friend George Knoplis passed away in January. The senior class play was a week behind schedule, and George worked as hard as he could to keep the show rolling. He was a caring, selfless individual who will always be a part of our graduating class of 2012. Thank you, George. I would also like to show gratitude to our class officers, Aaron Kiernan, Emily Walthouse, Sam Cavallo, and Joseph Kerber. We are grateful to have Mr. Flanagan and Mrs. Robbins as our class advisors. Their unbreakable commitment and essential life lessons is what made our class exceptional. Thank you, everyone, for a great 4 years. It's been an honor that I will never forget. Thank you.